Welcome to Global World Watch. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Donald Trump, former U.S. president, is once again a central figure in global politics. His America First doctrine is back in the spotlight, demanding that other nations pay more for their own defense and change trade practices he sees as unfair. Trump argues the U.S. has carried too much of the financial burden for global security and economic stability. He's pushing wealthy allies in Europe and Asia to increase their defense spending and contribute more to shared security. This approach is direct, confrontational, and challenges decades-old alliances. Trump views international relationships as transactions. If the U.S. isn't getting a fair deal, he wants to renegotiate. For his supporters, this is about fairness and protecting American interests. For critics, it's a dramatic shift from the traditional U.S. role as a global leader. Trump's demands are forcing countries to reconsider their reliance on American protection. The world is now facing uncertainty about the future of U.S. alliances and leadership. America First is no longer just a slogan. It's a call for a fundamental reevaluation of global partnerships. Trump's stance is creating a major showdown between his nationalist vision and the established international order. Allies are being pushed to rethink their commitments and contributions. The message is clear: pay up or risk losing American support. This new reality is reshaping how nations approach their relationship with the U.S. The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely. Trump's America First policy is challenging the very foundation of the global system. Trump insists the U.S. is being taken advantage of, spending more on defense than most allies, maintaining bases worldwide, and subsidizing global security. He points to NATO, where many members have failed to meet the agreed 2% of GDP defense spending. Trump argues wealthy nations like Germany and Japan should pay more for their own protection. He also targets trade, claiming one-sided deals have cost American jobs and created massive trade deficits. For Trump, these deficits are proof that America's losing in the global marketplace. He wants to renegotiate deals to favor U.S. workers and businesses. Trump's message: America's generosity has been mistaken for weakness. He's demanding a new arrangement. Every country must contribute its fair share or risk losing U.S. support. This logic extends to all alliances. If partners don't pay up, the deal is off. Trump's approach is about rebalancing the scales and putting American interests first. He's challenging the post-World War II order, arguing it's no longer fair or sustainable. Supporters see this as common sense. Critics call it a threat to global stability. The debate centers on whether America should continue to lead and pay, or demand more from others. Trump's stance is forcing a global reckoning over who pays for security and prosperity. The world must now decide: adapt to Trump's terms, or risk a breakdown in cooperation. This is the heart of his global payment showdown. The outcome will shape the future of international partnerships. Trump's demands have sparked alarm and action worldwide. Many allies argue that partnerships are about shared values, not just money. European leaders push back, highlighting their non-monetary contributions and warning against a purely transactional approach. Still, Trump's pressure has led many NATO countries to boost defense spending, treating the 2% target as a deadline. Some nations now question whether they can rely on U.S. protection, prompting them to strengthen their own militaries. Trade threats have raised fears of a global economic conflict, with countries warning of retaliatory tariffs. China and Russia see opportunities to expand their influence if America retreats. The world is dividing into new blocs, each vying for power. Trump's words are not just rhetoric, they're reshaping alliances and global competition. The international order is in flux, and every nation is recalculating its strategy. The stakes for global stability have never been higher. In the U.S., Trump's approach divides opinion. Supporters, often from communities hit by job losses, see his tough stance as overdue, protecting American workers and taxpayers. They view his demands as fair and necessary to get better deals for the U.S. Critics, including many experts, warn that undermining alliances could destabilize the world and hurt the U.S. economy. They argue that the post-war system has brought peace and prosperity, and abandoning it is risky. Trade wars, they say, could raise prices and harm American businesses. The debate is about more than money. It's about America's role in the world. Trump's policies are seen as either a bold correction or a reckless gamble. The nation is split on which path secures its future. The world stands at a crossroads. Trump's approach could trigger trade wars, disrupt supply chains, and slow global growth. If the U.S. pulls back from alliances, global security could fracture, emboldening rivals and increasing instability. Supporters believe tough tactics will force fairer deals. Critics warn of chaos and lost influence. The outcome will define America's place in the world for decades. Will nations adapt to new demands, or will alliances break down? The decisions made now will shape the future of global cooperation. The world is watching, and the stakes couldn't be higher.